Good afternoon and welcome to Hatbox Theatre. Come on in. You can see this is Concord's newest performing arts venue. We can seat up to 100 people in here. What's really nice about the space is that it's very intimate. You can be really up close and personal with the actors and performers on stage. You're no further than 4 seats back from the action. It's a thrust style seating, so you have actually performers in the center of a pit and then the audience around them, with the exception of being behind them. We have a lighting grid, we have a digital sound system, we have recordable sound cues and light cues that we can do up in the back. So this is the space. It's reconfigurable. We can have different types of settings and seatings. We can actually move the side seats around to create different experiences as different productions come into play. Our model is a cooperative theater space, which means that we have a number of groups approach us once a year during our pitch night and suggest that their production would be perfect for our space. And we go through all of the submissions and we select and we create a season, and any group that becomes part of our season, they actually get 60% of the gate, meaning any ticket sold, they get 60% of to cover their costs, to pay their people, and to help build their own programs. We're really kind of a laboratory space, a space for theater companies who are up and coming, who want to try new and innovative and kind of exciting work that might not work in a very large venue, in this space, and give them a home. One of the things that we featured in this space is a technical booth. We wanted to make it easy for lighting designers and sound designers to create and be able to see exactly what's going on during the performance, and we'll take you a walk up through there in a minute. All of the seats that you see in here actually came from either 1 or 2 high schools. Most of the seats that are fixed came from Kearsarge Regional High School when they were renovating their auditorium. I was involved in that project, helping to redesign the space, and they were basically surplusing and throwing away all the theater seats. I managed to find 3 other theaters to actually take and recycle the seats, and now they have much better seats than they had at one time, and we managed to create a space here in Concord that hasn't existed in this type of intimate environment for some time. So when you first come to Hatbox, well, everybody needs to get their tickets. So we have a box office. We actually took the former counter at Coldwater Creek and pressed it into service as our box office. We actually are using computers that were left behind by the store to actually run our box office. We can print the tickets here, and we have concessions and a nice little waiting area back here. One of the things that we're trying to do at Hatbox, in addition to providing theater and music and comedy and magic and all of those, is to look at the other arts as well. So we've begun having an artist in residence project where artists can come. We select an artist once a month, and they can put up their work and they can sell their work here at the Hatbox, and we'll handle all of the credit card sales and all of that sort of stuff right here. You can see it's really nice because we're taking full advantage of the walls that were here for the retail space to actually be able to hang things. And I think that as our seasons progress, I'm hoping that our designers start to look at the walls around the space as a way of enfolding the audience into the sets, because we have all of the hanging hardware and brackets and shelves. One of the things that are important in little black box spaces like this is the opportunity to really flesh out the experience, and oftentimes you do it with lighting and you do it with sound because you really are surrounding the audience. So what we did is we built a rather luxurious, for black box space, tech booth. We have a 16-channel digital Allen & Heath soundboard. We have QSC speakers that feed all of the area, all of the seating areas in the house. And we have a digital light board, again, something that was donated by Kearsarge Regional High School, who was going to be throwing it away anyways. A board from 1996, actually, so it's pretty vintage when it comes to digital light boards. Of course, when you have actors, you need to have a place to put them. So we actually took advantage of one of the features here of this. This used to be an actual clothing store for women. We took advantage of the fitting room. So come on in, let's go see where the actors get to change. This is kind of a back hallway, and they have a nice big mirror here that they can see full length. And the restrooms are at the end of the hall. We have 2 handicap accessible restrooms for the public. That's also shared by the performers. And then back here we have 5 fitting rooms that we have actually repurposed for our dressing room. So this is a place for the actors to prepare, to kind of chill out and be ready for the performance that's coming up. We have some more work to do still in here. We've added some mirrors to the different rooms. We've actually added some additional lighting to make it a little easier for the actors to see when we turn off the lights and the performances begin. And we have a little screen to help give them a little privacy. Well, we really want to thank you for coming and taking this little tour of Hatbox Theatre. We'll hope you'll come and take a look at it for yourself. Just coming up shortly, we have Candid Candidate, an original play by a New Hampshire playwright. Candid Candidate will be happening just in another week or so. We also have an original one-woman play called A Gift of Madness coming up. And then Hatbox Theatre is going to produce its own adaptation of A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens' classic, right here in Hatbox. That's the exciting things that are coming up for the main stage shows. But we also have stand-up comedy. We have Discovering Magic, a magic show. We have concerts in the space. We have all sorts of other things. We have Tales Told, which is kind of like The Moth, but done locally. So there's all sorts of exciting things to find at Hatbox. So please check us out online. You can find out what shows are coming up and buy your tickets at hatboxnh.com. And we look forward to seeing you in the Hatbox.